So, in one of my previous videos, I signed off by saying this. Oh yeah, one more final thing. If this video hits 30 likes, then I'm gonna actually try and get into the next LEGO magazine. And, well, 48 likes later, I'm obliged by the natural laws of YouTube to follow through on my promise. So today, I'm gonna be trying to get myself into the LEGO magazine. I'll probably be arrested for identity theft, but, you know, that's a risk I'm willing to take. So the first step that I took was to do some research into how to actually apply for getting your creation featured in the LEGO magazine. By this point, I still wasn't entirely sure about which magazine I was going to apply for. In the small print of the Ninjago magazine, it said the entrance had to be within ages 5 to 16. Which, whilst that was great and all because it meant I was going to be taken to court for one less thing, it also said the entrance had to apply by the 1st of June, which was like 2 weeks ago. So, LEGO Life magazine it is. I began with taking a look at the cool creation section. Look at their stupid smug faces. I took a rough average of all the kids' ages and got to around 7 years old. I bumped that up to 9 for my character just because I don't know that I would get away with saying I was 6. I was then redirected to a page where I could actually download the submission form. All the processes seemed pretty straightforward. All I needed was a picture of the letter, a picture of the creation, and a shotgun to stop the competition from beating me. Now it came to actually building a creation. I took some notes of the models that had previously been featured, and I extracted 3 main things that they all had in common: a mismatch of colour, random minifigures, and an evil smile. So, with my trusty companion, I set to work. I'm quite lucky in the sense that I'm naturally artistically challenged, because that meant that whatever I built would blend in perfectly with the other submissions. I decided to go with something of a plain design, using yellow, red and blue to construct the vehicle. And well, 30 minutes later, with my fantastic plane built and step 1 completed, now it's time to add some minifigures. I held off with adding any characters which were owned by other companies, and as such, I ended up with these minifigures. I'm gonna call this one David Mitchell, this one can be called Wayne Rooney, and the horse, let's go with Joseph. Of course, my insomniatic demon needed a name. I took to Instagram and Discord to ask for names, and waited around 30 minutes to get a response. Discord was just useless. Except for this man, who put the peasants in their rightful place. But fear not, we still had Instagram. Some of my favourite names include The Milk Machine, The Curse of Horseline Airways, Poop Ship, and Old Man China with a horse escaping with chi. I'm just gonna check that is actually what the guy wrote, because I could come off as very racist. Yep. No, that's exactly what the guy wrote. So anyway, I decided to go with The Curse of Horse Airways. I got rid of the curse part because I just wanted it to sound a bit more like a 9-year-old wrote it. Now it was time for step number 3, the picture. I once more took inspiration from the previous kids who had entered, and well, after about 10 minutes of having a bit of a stylistic change, I ended up looking like this.
Hello everybody, my name's AJ. I'm a 9-year-old boy from the UK, and I like LEGO.
So here is the final image. Perfection. A 15-year-old teen posing as a 9-year-old to overcome his childhood insecurities. Just to make sure I looked 9, I tried out one of those age guesses. Go, just change that. Oh! Wow, what are the odds? It's saying that I'm 9. The final step was to fill out the application form, which I had to do about 4 times because apparently I can't read. I just realised I printed off the US version. I've also never actually filled out any documentation as a parent before, so this was a first. You know, it's probably not a bad thing that as a mid-teenager I don't have kids. It's probably not a bad thing if I never have kids, honestly. Now, to compose the email, I wrote just as a proud parent would. Here is my little angel Michael. He loves LEGO, especially Ninjago. It would mean the world to him if he could be featured in this magazine. After sending it, I got an automated reply and a bunch of other gibberish as well. What the heck is this? So now, we wait for a response. But it could literally take months to see whether or not I got in. So, just in case, to make sure that you're not all disappointed, I made this. If this video gets to 40 likes, I'll make a part 2 where I find out if I actually got into the magazine, and I'm going to try and get into the Ninjago, LEGO City and LEGO Star Wars magazines, just to kind of improve my chances.
Sometimes when I can't find my room, I'll just sit and hold